Hey everyone, welcome to my new video mini-series, Adventures in Waterfed Cleaning, here with my friends at IPC Eagle. And of course, this show brought to you by windowcleaningresource.com. Well, you may recall a couple of months ago I did a video mini-series called Waterfed Pole Testing the Waters. Basically, it was a simple little system I put together using a waterfed brush and hose conversion kit to turn my basic Unger window cleaning pole into a water-fed pole. And then we had the backpack sprayer, and to complete the package, some store-bought distilled water. And I discovered over the course of doing that series that I really loved doing water-fed pole work. I really loved the safety aspect of it. Cleaning windows safely from the ground, as well as cleaning a lot of different types of windows much faster than you can do the traditional way. And in part 6 of that video mini-series, I talked about where do we go from here. That is to say, now that we've tested the waters, and I got to admit, it really put the hook in me. I fell in love with doing this kind of window cleaning. It's not cost effective, of course, in the long run to buy distilled water for all your jobs. So, I had to make the decision, okay, where I'm going to go as far as producing pure water. Our TDS readings of our tap water here in Toronto is between 150 and 160, so it's out of that range for making it ideal for just a DI system alone. So I knew I had to go RO DI, and after doing some research as to what systems are available, especially in the entry level, I really fell in love with the idea of the IPC hydro tube, which I have over here on my right. It's not a system containing multiple tanks, one for RO, one for DI, and whatnot. This is just one simple tube, and all the filters and the RO membranes all built within here, and makes it very, very simple for you to produce pure water. And compared to the cost of store-bought, where I was buying distilled water for as much as $1 a gallon, the IPC hydro tube is set up to produce pure water at I'd say between 3 to 4 cents per gallon. That's from what I've read from a few users, and as well as from the manufacturer. I think it's about 3 cents a gallon. It's probably going to have a little bit of a range there. So anyway, we're going to take a quick look at the IPC hydro tube, but just to let you know that the rest of this video series is going to be showing the hydro tube in different scenarios. This is just an introduction. We're also going to look at just what do you do when you want to produce pure water at home to take with you, like in a backpack sprayer or in jugs of water, and actually using it on the job site. And then also later on in the series, we're going to take a look at an IPC Eagle water-fed pole and brush system. And yeah, so there's going to be several things we're going to take a look at over the next several episodes. But for now, let's take a quick look at the hydro tube and basically how it functions. Okay, so as you saw at the beginning of the video, I was able to easily wheel this unit in across the yard, through a gate, whatever. You can roll this over any kind of terrains, up and down stairs. Very handy that way. So basically the function of the hydro tube is this. Down at the very bottom here, where you see this water is coming out right now, this is your water inlet. This is where your source water will hook up to, and basically you're going to want to use a quality garden hose about 5/8 of an inch or bigger, and no more than about 100 feet, because you want to. This unit basically works off just tap pressure. If you need to get any extra pressure, like doing more than 3 stories, you're going to want to use a pump. Basically, from the point where the water comes in here, you start off with the carbon and sediment filter. Now the sediment filter takes care of any actual physical particles down to about 5 microns, and the carbon filter takes care of the chlorine. This is all to protect the RO membrane, which starts about here and starts working its way up. I think it's about 40 inches. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up until near the top here. After the RO has basically separated most of the bad stuff, about 95% of the impurities, you're going to have the DI filter, and the DI is going to do that last little bit of polishing off, so that at the very top here, what you're going to have coming out is pure water. And over here, on this side, this hose here, which you'll basically stick into a garden bed, or any kind of landscaping. This is your discharge or your bypass hose, if you will, and it's pretty much all the concentrate water that the RO has separated. You want to shoot that off. You don't. This is the bad water. Well, it's not really bad water. I mean, it's not harmful to the environment or anything. It's just the water that the RO has separated with all the high concentrate of the calcium, minerals, and what have you. Now, over on this side, right here, you got this little bit of Velcro here. This is where you can stick on your TDS meter, and every once in a while, you may want to take a reading. Definitely want to take a reading of your water coming out at the beginning of the job. But it's a little handy place to keep it, or you can of course keep it in your pocket. And the TDS meter does come with the system. For now, I'm just going to keep it in my pocket. Along with the system, you get 50 feet of pole supply hose. Now, basically, this hose here would come out of the top, and you'd want to keep your hydro tube in a nice, safe place out of the way. Maybe over by some garden bed or something, and you'd use that 50 feet of hose to bring that over to where you're actually working, and then you can connect your actual pole hose to the pole supply hose, if that makes any sense to you. And one of the other things I've done here is I've taken a little bit of my actual pole hose. It's got a female garden connector at one side. That can basically either connect there or connect at the end of my pole supply hose. And on the other end, of course, we have the quick connect, which is, if you remember how I set up my backpack sprayer, so I can easily connect and disconnect, and also I have a shutoff valve on my pole to be able to easily connect without having to always shut the water off at the source. I can shut it off right by the pole. So there's the hydro tube, pretty much in all its glory there. You'd want to use this actually lying down. You can use it standing up, but if you were to do that, like maybe at home in a garage or something, you'd want to secure it so it doesn't accidentally tip over. But on the job site, you'll definitely want to have this lying down. And so there it is. And next episode, we're actually going to be producing some pure water at home in jugs and in the backpack so that we can take it on a job site. And that'll be like sort of stage one of producing pure water. And then following that, we'll go into another episode of actually taking it on the job site and producing it using source water from the customer's home. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching.